Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here. A little midday money. Monday, the 26th of September. That's it. Last week of September. It's October next month, folks. And that means hockey. Sure, Ray Reddington's happy. We got NBA. College hoops a month away. Wow. Time flies. I just remember in like February, people were like, oh, when's football season? And March Madness, people were like, oh, when's football? And now here, next thing you know, it's going to be Christmas. People are like, wow, I can't believe that there's only 6 games of football left. Anyway, like, subscribe, ring the bell here. Max Wagers, winning free picks. That's it. Nothing today. No P&P, no B&B. Straight Max Wager, winning free picks, people. 7 days a week. You know where to get it. Right here. Why wouldn't you? Nice winning day yesterday. We'll take it. We'll get to that as well. The $39 steal up, $31.20. Listen, you don't got $31.20 to support me coming in here every day, listen to your nonsense about 18 parlays. Well, I don't know what to do with you. I don't know what to do. Let's get at it. It's funny. So, the free picks are up. Let's do the free picks and I'll talk about something in a minute. So 197, 195 plus 30-10 in baseball. Yanks were online, washed away yesterday. It comes across as a win on the site. We know it's not a real win, but it is what it is. Got to shop around with these things, folks. Books, a lot of things do a lot of different things with totals, games. Sometimes, some books will give you a win on a 7-inning complete game. Total will be taken away from you. Always, read, see what they say, especially now. Got a lot of craziness going on. Jay's first 5, though, today. It's a light little card. I do have a pickup on this game. And you probably follow me on Twitter. You probably knows what it is. But listen, what you're running to bet the Reds or Pirates today? What do we got? A week left of the regular season? I'm not looking to lay 150 with the Pirates. I like Ronzi. I get it. Braves. Bryce Elder. They have to win, right? They're in a battle for the East. No, thank you. Jays posted here, and Baltimore and Boston. Well, go get it. Go get it and bet it. NFL. So this is where things get tricky here. So 6-11 with the free picks in the video. Terrible. 25-13 overall on the season. 65%. Free picks. You're getting all my losers when I throw them out here in the chat, and I'm sorry for that. That's that's definitely not what I want to happen. Again, buy the weekly pass. You'd be up. Just watch it in here. We haven't had success. The picking and choosing has not paid off in the video. And tonight's game, let's be honest, you look at lines every Sunday, you'd have the Cowboys plus 4.5 in your pocket. And if you didn't, you'd be looking at the game tonight saying, what should I do? I'm doing anytime TD, Pollard, and Gallup. You can go Zeke, you can go Barkley, but you know what? I'm going to go $2 guys here. Maybe I like Pollard. And Gallup, if you're going to play the guy, get him involved. If he's healthy enough to play, throw him the ball. Teaser loses yesterday. Jets lose by half a point, 1-1 in my NFL teasers. College football 15-12. We did sweep the board on Saturday with that, but the teasers can't listen. We're going 2-1 in those teasers all the time. That's great. That is great that we're 6-3. But you know what? That turned into a 0-3 in the chat. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, win or lose, what we got there. College football season 55%, 45-36, not too bad. Baseball, again, 489 and 477 plus 2816, 482, 486 plus 1125. Slightly different. Again, shop around for good numbers. Twitter people, the games are posted on Twitter there for you. If you give me a follow, that'd be super. I'd appreciate it. And if you're not on Twitter, well, go to Twitter. I don't know. It's all right. I enjoy Twitter. That's it. That's it. All right. Everybody have a good day. We'll see how you take. Everybody have a good one. Ray Reddington's here. He's excited about some NHL. Boston over 9.5. Dallas Giants under. Well, the Giant trend is that they can't score. So you look at the under there, but a 39. I don't know. I got no opinion on this. I didn't have a thought on this on Sunday night when we did look at lines. I do not have one now. And you want to go over the Sox 9.5, Lyles and Seabold. Seabold's bad. I get it. I understand. And the O's. How about now? I looked out with the Astros run line yesterday in my premium stuff. I marked it down as a loss. How about under betters? 1-0 in the eighth inning. Bottom eight. That game's 1-0 in the bottom of the eighth, and it goes over. Ay, ay. Never in doubt, I guess. And also on the flip side of that tail, I had Seattle. I marked it as a win. 11-2. I'm like, here's a winner. All right, that's a nice win. I got the Astro loss. I marked it down in my little book. And then I'm out to dinner yesterday. So took my mom out for dinner. It was, last week was her birthday. We went out yesterday. We went over to Saltgrass Steakhouse. And I'm flipping. I get the phone out. I'm hiding behind the fried pickles and the cheese fry, crazy loaded up cheese fries and stuff. So I see that they lose 13-11. Are you kidding me? Royals run line. Royals reverse run line, never in doubt. 13-11, I guess. Unbelievable. Oh, my goodness. Ray says the Ravens -2.5 next week. They're 2.5-point favorite. Okay. I mean, you switched it around a little bit on me, but.
No, those are from yesterday.
Oh. I was like, all right. I'm like, okay. Yeah, Ravens. We had the Ravens. Nice winner. Just the better team. Why would you be betting on the Patriots? And here, the Patriot line. Listen, this was a 6. It's a 10. Look headlines, people. We said take Green Bay. I'm guessing you didn't. It's all right, though. Had Yanks under the 8. Yeah, rough one. Lex, good morning. Free minds in the house. How are you today? 11, like probably 2 weeks ago. All college football and 5 of the picks pushed. Ay. Terrible. Terrible. Bengals showed up, and I mean, let's slow down. You're playing the Jets. Free. Now, Thursday night, Miami. Are you showing up? Joe Burrow. Rob Franklin's in the house. He's happy. Packers with another win. Higgs be killing it. I was killing it yesterday. I had some losers yesterday. It happens. And again, with the contest, Circa Higgs. Richie, hitting the like button. Thank you very much. Giants tonight. Well, it's a pick 'em basically. I like the Giants, take them. So different line. I got at 4.5. I like Dallas. At this line, I don't care. Give me a field goal game. I don't mind as long as I cover. But back to the contest stuff. The contests are tough. I say that all the time. Different than regular picking games every week. Because you need listen, 70%. I can't hit 70. I mean, maybe I could. The best I think I've done was like a 64%. And I threw out a lot of games. I'll be happy with I'm 60-some% right now. I'll be happy with, again, as always, I say it, 55, 56, 57's a great season. A great season. Other people might not think so. That's because they don't really bet. I said yesterday, so getting back to what I was saying. So yesterday I was saying something about getting down early lines. And it's not like I'm moving, bricks and thousands on these games. You can't. I got to push around $100 bets all over the place here. Small amounts. And I'm hoping to pull like a grand out. That'll be nice. And I go through usually on Sundays, I'll go through the messages of like people I don't know. Like because I don't always check Twitter messages. I get a notification. I don't know. The phone's weird. It's notification. I don't know if it's a email, a junk mail, or what kind of mail comes in. Yahoo, is it Gmail, is it Twitter email, is it a Facebook mail? So anyway, so someone's like, oh, you're only making this much money from your bets. I'm like, I didn't respond. I was like, I'm thinking to myself, on a random Sunday, I'll make a dozen bets on early games, which some people probably half the people can't even get down on, and they have lower limits. And I'm trying to get bets down so I don't reduced bets and shut out completely. That happens. I mean, who wouldn't want to make 5, 6, 7, 800, 1200, 400? I mean, whatever I make on for a 3-hour work. I mean, what do you make per hour? I mean, $400 an hour is bad for you. I mean, good. You're doing well. $400 an hour isn't a good enough for you. And folks, I say this all the time. You're in competition with yourself. I don't have to run out and say, "Oh, look at this tickets, post bogus nonsense." Let me tell you, I worry about what I bet my wife will come in here and tell you. She knows that's what really matters. When it comes down to it. I remember we were together like 3 months. I went to her. I was like, yeah, I need to borrow like $9,000. She's like, what? Like, I'm like, yeah, I gotta pay the man on Thursday. You got a couple bucks I can borrow? That's who she is. She said, sure. And then she's like, are you gonna make sure you get it back? We did. We got it back. But like, I don't understand. I said this before. The be happy with a day's pay, people. Be happy with a day's pay. You all have jobs, right? You're working. What do you make per day? Why wouldn't you want to make that on a baseball, football, basketball, whatever the case may be? This isn't a get rich quick scheme. This isn't some making $1,000 an hour kind of stuff. It's not like that. This isn't freaking Wolf of Wall Street nonsense. 5 o'clock somewhere. You know it, Lex. Saltback's not better than Outback. Let me tell you, my daughters thought that Texas Roadhouse is better than Saltgrass. Denver offense stinks, Frank. It is terrible. I mean, I had the under, and I had Denver. I had Denver at a bad number of 3. Thank goodness nowadays we could in-game a little bit. I had more on the under than anything, but I got to at least recoup a little bit with a live bet on Denver when it was like 7-3. I'm like, you know what? Let me live bet these guys to win. It's a plus money. I don't even know what it was. Anyway, that team is bad. Although I do like them next week versus the Raiders because that Raiders team is absolute trash. Sorry, Vegas fans. Michael, listen, Titans best bet for me yesterday. Best bet Titans. 6-1 Colts money line. Yes, we like the Colts at that bigger number. Now at 3, I was like Kansas City. At 5.5, I would buy on the Colts in a desperation. That's why I had them in the contest. Antoine, good afternoon. Welcome on into the show. Giants money line small. Well, I mean, you have to in that game. I mean, first of all, the lines run away. It's going the other way there, right? It was a 4.5 opener. So, and it's still the Giants and Daniel Jones. I mean, that guy. What are you gonna do? Michael Parsons might have 6 sacks tonight. Jones is good for a fumble or an INT. Under Dallas G-Man dumpster. Everyone's running to this under 39.5. Hasn't really moved too much, right? You figured people would be pounding it would come down a little more. Pollard under 8 rushing attempts and over 2.5 receptions. Probably 8 rushing attempts. Yeah, I like him out of the backfield to catch a couple flares out of the back. How Bosbit terrible? I won the parlay. Ho Bosbit? What? Dolphins money line on Thursday night. This line was a 1.5. It is now a full field goal. For me, the Dolphins are in a tough kind of spot there. I'm gonna do a free pick video later with Detroit Lenny about this game. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of like the under a little bit here, believe it or not. I know the primetime unders have been a thing, but this is a spot. Dolphins off two rough ones. Short week. I see under. Instead of 6K, I made 1.3 from $20. That's a nice little parlay. I get it. Like, so you hit your little parlays. I understand. I don't take away from the parlay crowd. I'm just saying that's not what I do. Yeah. Home dog. This Kansas is I saw a 3.5 out there with Kansas earlier. I don't know. And I had Kansas last week, and they're a tough little squad. I think they're begging you to take that 3.5. I don't know if we could get down on it. Yeah, big letdown. Letdown spot. big goal line stands to win a game. On top of the heels of a huge comeback win. And the Bengals are a team they're in a spot where they still have to win. They got to get their season on track. Her Circuit Higgs, you trust. Thanks, Lex. Yeah, contests. It's just the contests are difficult. You gotta. There's a lot of thinking going on there. You gotta. First of all, you gotta come out blazing, and then as the season progresses, you gotta start thinking of what the other guy's going to do. Reds plus 133. You know, I got no real thought on this game. I like Contreras. Again, do I want to lay 150 with Ronzi? Maybe. I don't even know what the run line is on that game. For me, I'm not interested. Doing laundry, I found the honey. There you go. Bet on Denver and under. There you go. Bet MGM kiosk. There you go. That's what you got to do laundry every once in a while. Find a couple bucks in the pocket. Please, before I throw my stuff in, I'm always emptying. Well, I shouldn't say that because most of the time I'll just have my khakis if I'm cashing up at a place, and I'll just hang them up on the doorknob and then go through the pockets. Hope everyone had a good Sunday. Not a bad one. Yeah, I like Dallas tonight. Again, we got the good number last week, Eric. Well, 21 watching, and I only see one like on Midday Money channel. No good, really. Only one. We got one like on the channel. That's all right. What are you gonna do? Like the like. See, the likes are good. I appreciate the likes. Right? It's good to know somebody's watching. Obviously, I need people in the chat to make the show go. But like, if you come in after the fact, I don't know why we didn't give it a thumbs up. Like, I don't know who's watching. Like, why aren't you ever watching and saying anything? 10 likes, 22 views. We'll take it. You know what I'm saying, Desmond? Like, here's the thing with like getting. How am I gonna word this? Like, everybody has a different value of stuff. Like I say all the time. Like, you wouldn't walk over $10 on the street. You see a $10 bill, you'd pick it up. You see a $5 bill, you pick it up. Who can you're going to see like a bunch of silver, a bunch of quarters. You're like, wow, what is this? Put it in your pocket, right? I mean, you wouldn't walk over money on the street. But when it comes to sports betting, someone's going to say, oh, you went 2-2 in baseball yesterday. Yeah, but we made $42. All right, you want to give me $42 a day? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm a grinder. Maybe it's for as long as I've done it, I've won, I've lost, and I'm just used to just kind of like the old thing. Every day above ground is good, right? You're making money on the day. I don't understand it. What did Jones say to get a flag at the end of the Colts game? No idea. I wasn't even watching it. It was your wife have his sister. Yeah. Yeah, 9 times. And let me tell you this, Lex. So we were going to get the house, and and that's tricky buying a home, right? They want all types of months of where's this money come from, that's wonderful for me, right? Where's this deposit come from? So it's like a month before closing, like the first, I guess, like first second week of like NFL, and I got buried, and I take out like 17 grand, and then I had to put it back in. So the wife didn't know because it was within like another 2 weeks later. But when we're signing the papers, we're like, why'd you take this money out of the bank? My wife looks, she's like, I was like, oh, I don't know. I thought I needed a cashier's check or something like that. Yeah, she's a good girl. Orioles against. Listen, you got the fade Sunday night crew here, right? It's the Yanks, Sox. Win that game. When did that game get called? Besides the fact that it got called, Baltimore is still fighting for their lives. And they were a little dog here. I like it. Tax-free income straight out of the pocket. Yes, it is. Before we were buying from the banks. Nah, nothing. How am I getting money from the banks, bro? I mean, you still needed to show a job to get money from a bank. Grind them out of business. Turtle, slow and steady. Let me tell you, those turtles. I don't know if there's a difference between turtles and tortoises, because I saw a turtle run on the sand, and that guy wasn't slow one bit. Yeah, I mean, and that's what, really, Mike. It's like everybody's got a different bankroll. Like there's people. I mean, I don't bet 65 grand a game. I see people put out crazy stuff. Oh, all right, good for you. You got that kind of money. You know, Mike Downey's in the house. What do you got going on tonight, Mike? What do you like today? Cowboys, Broncos, cash, same. Yeah, I had a bet on the site. I had a 3 on the sites from Sunday and the under 46, but then I had to buy in during the game to hedge that Denver. I took a little money line there just for like $300. I was like, let me take a shot here. Maybe they win this. At that time, I'm thinking it'll be like 16-12 or some kind of game like that. They'll keep him for the season if they're going to fire him. I'm going Saints under 9:30 game against the Vikings. Colts under. Yeah, I got the Saints under. Excuse me. I got the Colts under myself. I did that. Do I have that? What's that number? 44.5 as well. Hasn't moved. I thought it would come down. Dolphins 100 for 245. He's going a little money line action on Miami. The Canes. You don't like the Canes? Dave, how are you today? Braves game run line had under Niners. Under Niners. That was a good one. Nice, easy one we had there. So what is the Brave run line here as a 225? Listen, run line's better than the money line, Dave. So I applaud you. Cowboys are the G-man. I got Dallas at plus 4.5. At this number here, it's a stay away. Like if this was the opening number, I probably wouldn't even be on it. Have people been baseball? I've not been baseball in 2 weeks. Bankrolls thanked me. I don't know. I've been winning at baseball. I like baseball, Mike. You know that. I went 3-1 yesterday in baseball. Should have been a sweep of the board. Boston Orioles over. Yes. Texas Tech, K-State. I kind of like Texas Tech there. Wow, how are they laying 8? They're laying 8. K-State. Now both team off upsets, right? Texas and Oklahoma. I get it. 8 points for K-State. I guess they're begging you to take Tech, but there you go, Desmond. There you go. He likes it. He likes his Miami Dolphins. Oilers plus 145. The Houston Oilers? Or is this a Ray Reddington NHL pick? I'll take 42 a day. You know what I'm saying, J-Rock? Like, be happy with a day's pay. I don't understand. Chiefs cost me a $3,000 week. Listen, that was a game, and it's easy to sit back and say it. I had KC -3 on the sites and in personal life, and in the contest, I rolled all the dogs. Yes, all the crazy dogs nobody wanted. Miami, Indianapolis, Washington. Like I get it. Sometimes you see those ugly lines, man. You can't just. I mean, although, and again, on the flip side, though, I had Philly -4, and that line shot up, and they got it done. So you can't pick and choose those games. If you like the Chiefs when they opened at 3.5, same with the Bills at 4. Philly opened at 4. You got to stay on. You're either on all 4, all 3 of them, or you're against all 3 of them. You pick and choose, and it hurts. And I'm saying, it sounds silly, but really, exactly. I don't understand, and that's what people betting don't understand. Like they see a record. Oh, you're a 500 better in this. Well, I take dogs. I'm my money. You go 2 and 3 and you make $14. Someone's gonna complain. Oh, it's only $14. Well, you can send me the $14. Nobody's sending you $14. Good luck. Come on. Elliott under 60.5 rushing yards. No, I think he's gonna go over that. Why'd you take this money? I had to re-up, yeah. Looking for a rollover bonus back in the bookmaker days. moving money around. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I didn't know. I was like flummoxed because she didn't know, like, because they were adamant, like, don't take any money out of the bank. You're closing soon. She knew. Oh, the wife knew what was happening. She wasn't happy. Not Raiders' Colts' fault. The car stinks. Listen, Raiders are a bad team, J-Rock. They're a bad team all around. Smoke and mirrors last year with that terrible offensive line. Anton, what do you got? Bet your account on us team prop Dallas plus 3 sacks. I could do that. 3 sacks, 3+ sacks, I think, yes. They might have that in the first half. Still looking for the Saints fan that told me before the season they didn't need Sean Payton. Well, he'll be in Dallas next year. Navy Air Force under 39.5. Yeah, I saw it. I actually grabbed the Air Force minus 15 instead. This Navy team is bad, so I think they're not as bad as ECU. Just Timsy, look at here. How'd you guys lose
that
to them?
game that pissed me off?
How did you lose that game?
Because you see, East Carolina knew they were going to run the ball every single play.
So they're playing what, nickel
run
packages?
the ball every single play.
They put in a dime package instead.
Yeah, you can hear the student section. They're gonna run it. Stop the dang run.
Oh my god!
Couldn't do it. Could not do it. And then the 4 times that they passed the ball, one of them was like a 70-yard touchdown. It's like, what the hell? Like they just couldn't do anything.
So it's 39. It's down to 37, Eric. My thing with this, so I grabbed the Air Force at home the last couple of years, 40-7, 35-7. So Air Force is going to score at home. They score at home. So that's why I stayed away from that, but I think Air Force is going to put up some points. Gallup's out. They said he was playing today. They said he was going to get a bulk of snaps.
He's still questionable according to DK. But I don't know.
Oh, all right. I mean, last night they're like, oh, Gallup's in today. Good to know. Chiefs should have won yesterday. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, Desmond. They didn't. I was hoping for a middle. I would have had a nice middle there at 17-14. TJ, how are you? John said the Cowboys. I got Dallas at 4.5. At this line here, it's a no play for me. Ugly game. I don't even like it. This is hopefully it's not as bad as 11-10 last night, but it might be because this game might be 13-3 or something even more ridiculous. Oregon State, Utah State. 11 seems like a lot of points by Oregon State. Not as good on the road and not as good for sure. Listen, Utah State is not a good team. They were a fluke conference winner last year. This team I think they had 6 turnovers last week against UNLV. Couldn't get me the damn over. I missed it by 3 points. I'll lay with Oregon State. Tyreek, good morning. Saints here. Yeah. Long year. I thought the defense it would propel them to the division. I thought they'd beat the Brady's. Who knows? Maybe the Panthers break through. I wish it, I don't know. I don't want to say the Falcons, but they're a +3 dog this week. Yeah, Saints. A long season. There he is. Air Force is good and yes, Navy is bad. They are. That's why I couldn't just do the under based on Air Force at home putting up the points in the series. They're scoring 40 themselves, 35. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be 35-0 and maybe stay under, but I think Air Force is going to drop 30 here. That's definitely Tim. He's here. ECU. They're going to run it. Seriously. They didn't know it was coming. They had extra. They had
ran
extra
like
defensive
60+ times that game.
They had extra defensive backs in just in case.
I just don't understand it. How do you not know what's coming from Navy? I know it's a triple option. The distractions get them 3 yard. It's death by 3-yard runs, and they'll go after you and be like, "All right, we'll take 4 downs to get 10 yards rushing the ball," and they're gonna do it. I don't know. They just couldn't stop them that game. Made no sense.
My flavored water. My kids say that's not real water because you put lemonade mix in there. But It's real water when you drink a gallon of it.
I go after my Arizona green tea.
Oh, that's terrible.
I know.
I had under Tennessee Florida game. I was doing with the Red 0-3 first quarter. Listen, I had Tennessee at 7.5 and 9.5. So what is this here? Sorry, my wife's like texting me something from CVS. I'm like, I'm not at CVS. I can't help you.
Did
You're
you
at CVS.
borrow $9,000 from the bank account again?
Nah, that's just the safe money now. That kind of stuff.
That's fair. That's fair.
I was so surprised that Navy beat Nick's ECU side. Yeah, not as surprised as Nick or Tim. The whole family's probably upset that that game went down. Double-digit fave? Probably going to be a shootout tonight. I don't know about that.
To be fair, there was a lot of double-digit faves that lost, so.
Yeah. Not Carter's fault that Waller dropped 2 touchdown passes. McDaniel does not know how to call a run play. The offensive line's terrible, Michael. You know this. You know this. They didn't improve anything from last year either. That's the thing. It's the Dallas defense. You got Parsons who could go in there and just make a play, whether it be a strip sack or force him to do something stupid where he throws a pick to say Diggs or something, right? Because that guy is all over the field. He's a big play kind of cat. And he's a big play kind of cat in both sense of the words, where he could pick it off and go 45 yards the other way, or he misses and he gets burned for a touchdown. Which offense do you trust more? I mean, the Giants are not putting up a ton of points. That's why I had to pick them. Why? Again, it's Monday Night Football. You young cats out. You got live betting. You don't have to get down ahead of time. I mean, especially when you don't have 4.5 in your pocket. But why don't you watch the game, see how it plays out? You don't have to jump in, pre-snap. Yeah. And the thing with Dallas, why I like the season total unders, because the offensive line's a mess. They're bad. I'm a truly beverage kind of guy. Braves over, Orioles money line. So Atlanta to get it done here against the Nats and Corey Abbott. Markel says, I don't trust either offense, Kim. For your parlay dudes, I saw a dude here for $3 million last night. Oh, I saw that. That was that $65,000 for $3 million. Here's the thing, though, Eric. You would have took to buy it. First of all, if you're throwing down $65,000 on a parlay, you got money. Man, I'm going to throw that out there. You're putting $65,000 on a. How many was that? 7, 8 games. I mean, that's a big.
It was only a 5-legger.
That's it. I thought it was like 7. No.
No, it was Minnesota, Indianapolis, Jacksonville, Broncos, and Packers. It was 5, and it was $65,000 to win the almost $3 million.
I mean, you got $65,000 to roll on a thing. You got some playing around money. But I mean, that could be that dude's like, I'm going out for the night. Like, I'm going out.
It's just $65,000. Whatever.
What I'm saying, like, hey, I'm going down to the fan cave. I'll take a dime with me just in case we go over budget on food and liquor, right? For this guy, his idea is I'm taking $100,000 with me because we're buying bottle. Like people got different bankrolls. James says Kansas money line.
Real quick with Kansas, do you think they should be ranked right now?
If they were another school out of the big, if they were another school, they'd probably be ranked.
Who do you think should be ranked more, Kansas or Kansas State?
Kansas State.
Really? Okay. Yeah. I was thinking Kansas. I know Kansas State just beat Oklahoma, but
no. K-State at least has been a little bit competitive over the last decade.
That's fair.
Kansas.
I saw in the coaching polls that they had Cuse as 25.
And my under 4.5 is probably not looking good there.
Oh no, they get Wagner this weekend. Oh no, yeah, they're dead. And then they get NC State, which I will probably be on Syracuse plus the points because this week coming up, NC State and Clemson.
Yeah.
That should be a fun game to watch. NC State all the way. Let's go.
Yeah. So I mean, I kind of like Iowa State here. Believe it or not, I like the Kansas coach. We had Kansas. I get taking the Jayhawks. I understand. Had him over Duke. Got it done. I don't know. Appalachian State was up 28-3 and still lost. Listen, we were all on James Madison in here, Jose.
Wait. What was James Madison this weekend? What were they?
They were an underdog, 8-point dogs.
They were never in doubt.
Oh, never in doubt winner. Yeah, down 28.
They were never in doubt. I didn't bet it, but they were never in doubt.
I had them. That was my 330 moneymaker up on the site. I mean, really, you got 65 dimes. You got cash in your pocket. Wake Forest +7. What is up with that line with Florida State? I got Florida State -4. 7. What am I missing there?
I don't know. I kind of like Wake Forest.
FAU. 7's different than 4.
Yes,
I'm like, what is 100%. This line at? You know, it went from 4 to 6 to 7.
FAU. What are they doing? North Texas.
You know, looking for a little FAU.
That's a game that you pick out is F. All right. People bet their games. I don't know. That's gone from 3 to 3.5 on some books. So I guess you're in the right spot. But who knows? Both teams are kind of rough this year. 2-3 records.
I mean, you got a back-to-back road spot for FAU here. They're favored on the road. They lost that one 28-26 to Purdue. North Texas in off of the Memphis game. I got to look into this one, James. Why do you like it? Give me your thoughts on why this game jumped out at you. Yeah.
I was already looking at. I kind of just looked at the Thursday and Friday games so far. I like Utah State this weekend +23 or 24 on Thursday night. It's an in-state rivalry. I don't think this game's gonna be a blowout. I kind of lean that way. And then the Friday games, I like Tulane plus the points. Probably just go money line on it. And I like UTSA.
Hold on a second. Utah State's playing. I thought somebody just asked about this. Didn't they ask
Utah State is against BYU.
I must have confused because they just played UNLV. Didn't they play UNLV?
Yes.
I know. I thought maybe I confused the two teams playing. I don't know. I thought who's Oregon State playing?
Oregon State. It's Utah.
I thought the person said Utah State against. He said Oregon State versus Utah. I said I'd lay the points with Oregon State. I thought they were playing Utah State. And I'm like, Utah State's terrible because that's what he's put in. I think he put Utah State in there, or maybe he put Oregon State -10. I thought it was Utah State as opposed to Utah getting points. That's a totally different game now. Utah and Oregon State. I might have. Man, they're begging to take that 10. He tied a college game, would have been $6 million for that.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, James, I don't know with that North Texas. Why do you like that game? What drew you to that game? That's what I want to know. I speak for myself on a buyout. I'm conservative by nature. Yeah, but you wouldn't have rolled in a huge parlay like that anyway. JT Daniels, 6,000 win Heisman. I know it's a long shot, but with the success continues with Kansas, do you think so? Oh, that's not JT Daniels. That's the other Daniels. I'm like, I see Daniels. I think it's JT Daniels from West Virginia. I'm like, oh yeah, JT. I was badmouthing him the other day, and he came in with a good performance against Virginia Tech. Yeah, he's having a nice season. This kid. Listen. This guy at the end of last year, I mentioned it when I did the write up for Duke. Like the Texas game, competitive losses, putting up numbers in close games for Kansas. His thing is that one, he's on Kansas. So even if he throws 40 touchdown passes, it's going to be tough for him to get in there. And again, at a 600 to 1 like this, it could be worth a shot, right? I mean, who knows? Maybe the guy has a monster year and they win. Say they get to a bowl game at least, right? And he throws 45, 50 touchdown passes. He'll definitely get some love. I mean, put $100 on it. Worth a shot. Clemson wins money line against NC State this week. Or are you talking against Wake Forest the other day?
That's a bold take considering they're 7-point favorites, so it's got to be minus 250. All right, have fun.
Madison money line, best bet this weekend. The weekend just passed, or this weekend coming up where they're laying 20-something points on a money line. I had Troy money line, Arkansas, and Arkansas must have had money on that game. They blew it. Ugh. That's a tough one. Listen, money line games, unless you're taking a dog, listen, I get in those, anything 3, roundabout, dog or favorite, you want to lay up to about 130. That's just me, James, because I don't like laying, much, Oh, last weekend, yeah, against Appalachian State. Never in doubt. Just a first glance FAU. Yeah, I mean, let me write this down. FAU versus North Texas. I'll look at that this week. Let me check my closet for Merc Cash. It's always fun finding money. I just found all right. So I was with my wife. So I was putting stuff away. I found an envelope. She's got like an envelope with a couple grand in her thing. I'm like, oh, really? What's this? She's like, oh, that's in case I want to go to Ulta or something. Ulta. All right, nice. Thoughts on Maryland, Michigan State? I like Maryland, Michigan State. Someone on the, I guess it was like 2 weeks ago. I forgot when I put a Michigan State, Washington against Michigan State. I put on the Win a Free Pick page. A couple of Michigan State fans came in and were like, oh my goodness, you're just upset Michigan State beat Miami, Florida. They haven't been back since. They haven't been back. Miami, Minnesota the other day trounced them. And that I had a good payday on that because I totally missed that until I was doing a show with Tooch Saturday morning. And I missed it. And I said, I got to get down on this one. Yeah, I'll lay with Maryland. A lot better than what I thought. Taglia turned over to quarterback. He's been throwing more like a touchdown. Taglialoa. Michigan State just looks bad. Looks bad. Everything was supposed to go right has gone wrong. I'll lay the touchdown. $6 million, not too bad. Desmond's got the out. $15. I'm going. Saquon 50 yards. Braves team total over 5.5. Under Giants teased it down, and Pollard 25 yards rushing. I think you're fine on that. Oregon State, yes, it is. I saw that. I was correcting. We're just talking about that. I think they're begging to take Oregon State here. That's an interesting game. Again, it's Monday. I didn't get down on that game. I do have, I think, 10 college football. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 games, I bet, so far. I got to look at a few more. Very true, James says. What's up, guys? I like the Cowboys on money line under 39. I'm on Dallas myself. No opinion on the total. We got the freeze coming, so I'm gonna say my goodbyes, Tim, and you could wrap it up once I freeze. All right. So I come over for just parlays with Chris King. Just want to say thanks for the show. Yeah, come on over, James. So again, just parlays with Chris, a little different than my show, right? He's a parlay guy. I'm not the parlay guy. I'm the straight bet side of guys. The straight bets side of things here. We got parlays, straight bets, a lot of different ways to do things. I like Chris. I've been on show a few times. Maryland is fun to watch. Yeah, they're pretty good offense. It's coming. It's coming. I thought the same. Very tempting, he says. I got the Terps -7. I'm not going to lie. I bet them already. 330. Let's go. But I'm sure the freeze is going to happen. So I'm going to kind of make a serious face. So you know it's coming. I'm going to put this up and it'll freeze. And then Tim will come in and I'll see everybody tonight. I'm going to do that. What free pick were they doing? Oh, Cincinnati free pick with Lenny today. So look for that on the PMP channel. But now here comes the countdown to the freeze.
I'm here and ready for it. Just give a nice little type down. Give a smile for the camera.
It's my serious look. Now, make it. Maybe it won't come today.
No, it will. It still will. You know it will.
I don't know. It's not here yet.
It normally is towards the end of the minute.
All right. Zeke and Barkley anytime touchdowns. See, I went with a little plus money on mine instead of the minus money. But apparently Gallup's not playing.
He's
Gil.
questionable or whatever it is, so we'll see.
Where is it?
God, it's 40. This is weird. Maybe
That's
because
it.
we were anticipating it. I don't know.
45 minutes and 27 seconds. We're live and it's 47.
Whoa. This is weird.
Dallas -2 and under 35, 200 to win 1,000. I think that's worth a shot. Yes.
We're under, yes. I'm on the Giants.
You're on the Giants. I know you're on Giants. But I'm just saying hey,
That's not a bad shot. Dallas owns the Giants, but that was with bonehead head coaches and Dak Prescott.
Dak quarterbacking.
Yeah.
Desmond, thanks for popping in. Do some more laundry. Maybe find a couple more bills in the pockets.
If only it was that. If only it was that way. Just randomly find money. I'm still looking.
There's like a random. I just moved my computer. I just found $200 under my one laptop.
Oh, nice. We were talking with one of our buddies. He's like, yeah, I was going through my pockets that I wore one night when I was at the casino or something. He pulls out. He saw, yeah, I have a $400 voucher from blackjack that I had that I did when I was drunk or whatever. I'm like, well, shit, must be nice to find just random money anywhere. I'm still looking. I cannot find any. Yeah, hopefully, one of these tickets gives me some money, but I'm still looking for it. I
guess no freeze today, so I guess I'm just going to pull up the.
Would have lost that
morning. The morning wood banner.
Would have lost that bet. First time no freeze in a while. All right.
That's crazy.
What did you do different today? Maybe it's because I was in the stream with you, but no, you freeze sometimes even if I'm in there.
Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Well, whatever.
Good luck. Have fun.
Of course, you have two blue faces.
Today. Don't go crazy.
You know it, Richie. But all right, we're gonna get out of here. Allie Burns up next. Everybody have a good Monday. Don't get buried with 5 games. There's 5 games today, right? What are we doing?
Lex will still have a 12-leg parlay, but that's not the point.
Not me. All right, everybody have a good Monday. See you tomorrow.
See you.